I'm probably gonna lose some people with this video, and I don't mean in terms of subscribers. I don't know, maybe I will lose some subscribers due to what I'm about to say in this video, but I mean in terms of actually listening to what I have to say in this video and actually actually understanding what it is that I'm trying to convey in this video. Because when it comes to feminism, a lot of people just kind of shut off. They automatically assume if one is a feminist, they're one of those short red-haired bitches that get offended over every little thing. They hunt for whenever they watch a movie, a TV show, or play a video game. They hunt down for any little thing that they could find as sexist, misogynist, anything of the sort, and then just bitch about it on Tumblr or whatever the fuck. I used to be one of these people. As great of a year as 2017 was for me, I kind of look back at how I was in 2017, both real life and online, always trying to be the person who was offensive and always trying to get people to get people angry. I was a pretty big tryhard back then, I will admit, but I remember back in 2017, somehow the topic of feminism was brought up between me and a group of friends. And I guess we just started talking about how all feminists are fucking stupid and get triggered over everything. And then there was this one girl who was near us, and then she was like, "Well, I'm a feminist." And then I remember I was rolling my eyes. I was like, "Oh, I bet you're one of those fucks, aren't you?" I didn't actually say that to her, but that's what I was thinking in my mind. And then I look back at that and I feel really bad. This girl graduated. I can't actually say how bad I felt for that now because, well, she's not in my school anymore, but now I actually do feel kind of bad. I didn't actually try to discuss with her why she's a feminist, try to understand her own point of view. And that's really my problem with a lot of people when it comes to feminism. There's no actual discourse. People just automatically assume, "Oh, you're a feminist, so you're a triggered little snowflake." Like how a lot of these feminists are in these feminist cringe compilations that are just all over YouTube. Feminist owned, libtard owned, yeah. Like those don't get old after the 2 billionth time. Well, there's still an audience for those apparently in 2019. Shocker, I know. But anyways, what really compelled me to make this video, what really sparked this shift in my attitude towards feminist is that recently I befriended someone who considers themselves a feminist. And I know some of you might be thinking, good joke, Mikey. Yeah, I bet you're gonna say you're a feminist now, and you're gonna announce that, and then at the very end you're gonna be like, I gotcha. I totally had you believe that I was a feminist for a little bit. Trust me, I already did that back in 2017, alright? I already got all the troll videos out of my system. And this isn't me saying I'm a feminist, don't get me wrong, but I did befriend someone who considers themselves a feminist recently, and I actually did decide to, talk with them as to why they are a feminist and try to see things from their point of view, like a lot of these people don't do, who unfairly judge all feminists and say all of them are exactly the same. She pretty much discussed how, a lot of society places a lot of unfair standards on women, You gotta look pretty all the time. You gotta act feminine all the time, Things like, you can't curse because it's not feminine, That's not ladylike, all that fucking bullshit. And I was like, you know what? Fair point. I absolutely agree. I can see why you think that way, because I think that's bullshit personally myself. I don't consider myself a feminist, but still I can see where you're coming from. And it is that simple. It is easy to have discourse with these people. Not all of them are these triggered little snowflakes who get offended over every single little thing like a lot of people perceive all feminists to be. And I think that is absolutely unfair. And I started thinking, how hypocritical I've been. When it comes to liberals and the left in general, I get so annoyed whenever a conservative or really anyone on the hardcore right, thinks that all people who are on the left are these triggered little snowflakes who get offended over every little thing. That would always piss me off. But then I started thinking, I'm exactly that way with feminists. I think all feminists I used to think, almost all feminists, if not all feminists, were these triggered little snowflakes, and how, feminism is just a cancer to this world, and how, feminism just needs to be abolished, and how it's a terrible, terrible thing. I don't think that anymore, you know. I look back at myself in 2017, you know, I always try to be like, you know, this really offensive guy who opposed things like feminism and SJWs in general, and, you know, I just look back at myself back then, and I just kind of cringe, you know, as great of a year as 2017 was. That's something I don't really like about myself back then. When I look back at how it was back then, both online and in real life, you know, I always try to crack all these offensive jokes, try to be as offensive as possible because I thought, you know, that's so cool of me. I'm opposing all those stupid SJWs, and now, now I actually do, you know, now I actually do oppose a lot of the anti-SJW crowd, and I think a lot of them are fucking stupid. But the point I'm trying to get at here is, can we just stop with the unfair demonization of feminists already? Not all feminists are these triggered little snowflakes like you like to believe they are. There are extremists with everything, pretty much. On the left, you know, there are people on the left who get triggered over a lot of things. And, you know, they unfairly judge everyone who's on the right and think everyone on the right is fucking retarded and a racist and a bigot in general. And then there are people on the extreme right who think everyone on the left is fucking stupid and gets offended over everything and are just a bunch of special little snowflakes who are also feminists. Oh god. Oh no. But anyways, this shit comes with everything pretty much. There are stupid people when it comes to everything that involves a large group of people, pretty much. And at the end of the day, you constantly complaining about feminists, you constantly talking about how this feminist does something stupid, really just shows that you're no better than the feminists you criticize, because you're the one that is also getting so fucking angry over every little thing a feminist does. And it really just shows that really a lot of these people who complain about feminists 24/7, or anyone else who is an SJW of sorts 24/7, just really is no better than the SJWs they complain about, because they are constantly just looking over what these SJWs are doing, looking for something to get angry at, and then just proceeding to get really angry and constantly complain over and over again about these people. And this is exactly why I can't take a lot of these big name anti-SJW YouTubers like Steven Crowder and Hunter Avallone or Paul Joseph Watson, people I used to actually like, believe it or not, people I actually used to think were actually intellectuals, people I actually took seriously once. You know, this is why I can't take that crowd so fucking seriously anymore, because they are really just no better than the people they are criticizing. But no, people just don't like to admit that, you know, just because, oh, they make fun of the feminists, they make fun of the libtards, you know, they're automatically smart. No, they're not. They are no better than the people they are criticizing, and we just finally just come to terms with that? Holy shit. But I know that's never gonna happen. This fucking stupid bickering from both sides is never gonna stop, and it will just go on and on and on until the day I die, and will even go beyond the day I die. But that's just how the world is, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.